It's gonna push what you can do
Oh
on
my god.
iPad
So,
or on any
new Apple
computer
event.
even
I
further.
thought this was
And
running,
here it
but
is.
y'all missed most of the reaction, but you'll get my reaction on the new iPad, and I can talk about the other stuff. Fail! Oh, they're going for a similar design to their iPhones. There's no more center button. I do kind of want a new iPad for the pencil. Ooh, the pencil can be dark. That's kind of dope. That's dope.
Seems like it might be a little bit more than which is even better.
The one technology that I like on their laptops.
This is the new iPad Pro. And to tell you all about it, I want to bring up my colleague, John Ternus, Vice President of Hardware Engineering. John. Thank you, Tim. I am thrilled to be able to tell you about this new iPad Pro. It marks the biggest change since the original iPad, and we have made it better in every possible way. In fact, this really is the iPad we dreamed about building from the very beginning. We've always felt that the iPad should be all about the display. And in this new iPad Pro, we have an LCD that stretches from edge to edge and top to bottom. Now, we achieved this design by rounding the corners of the display using the same pixel masking and anti-aliasing technology that we introduced in the iPhone XR. And just like in the XR, we call it a liquid retina display.
Okay.
It is packed with our most advanced technologies like wide color, True Tone, ProMotion, and of course, support for Apple Pencil. And this all comes together to deliver the most accurate, responsive, and beautiful display we have ever made. Now, the narrow border design gave us an opportunity to take a fresh look at our iPad Pro sizes. The original 10.5-inch iPad Pro is an amazing device. It offers plenty of area to get your work done, and an enclosure that's large enough to support a full-size keyboard, but it's still just 1 pound and super portable. It really has been the ideal option for
This
most
is
of our iPad
actually
Pro
a 4.
customers.
It's
So we
dated.
decided to maintain that
16
perfect footprint,
gigabytes.
but give you an even
So
bigger
yeah,
display.
not that much space.
This is the same take-anywhere size you loved in the 10.5-inch design, but now with an 11-inch display.
All right, dope. You lose those bezels,
It
you
has
get more
a quarter
screen.
million more pixels. But of course, for our customers who want an even larger canvas, we also offer the 12.9-inch display. And all that real estate makes multitasking and working with Apple Pencil an incredible experience. Well, with this new iPad Pro, we're able to offer that same large screen experience in a much more portable package. And this is the new 12.9-inch iPad Pro.
Wow, it looks smaller, for sure.
It is dramatically smaller. In fact, it's now almost exactly the same size as an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. And it's not just smaller, it's also thinner. These new iPad Pros are just 5.9 millimeters thin. In the case of the 12.9-inch, that's nearly 15% thinner
You can put a
than
case on
before.
it.
So altogether, that means this new 12.9-inch iPad Pro is an incredible 25% less volume than its predecessor.
Well, this is true. You can't put a face on it.
It fundamentally changes the experience of using it. You really have to hold one to understand it, and we think when people do, many more folks will move up to the larger size. It really is the ultimate iPad. And that's especially true because it now has Face ID.
Yeah, I saw that coming. I mean, y'all trying to
Now,
get Face
on
ID or
iPhone
Touch
10, Face ID
on
set
all
the
your
bar for
products
intuitive,
right now.
seamless, and secure authentication.
Which
But it's even better on the
makes
iPad Pro.
sense for
On iPad Pro,
devices.
Face ID delivers facial authentication that is more secure than any tablet or any computer. With a simple glance, you can unlock your iPad. You can log into your favorite apps, and of course, you can even pay for something with Apple Pay. Now, Face ID is enabled by the True Depth camera, which is tucked away into this thin bezel. It uses depth technology to deliver greater security and accuracy than any 2D face scanner. But bringing it to the iPad Pro meant we had to optimize the cameras, and we even had to retrain the underlying neural networks to work specifically in all the ways that you use your iPad. Portrait, landscape, attached to a keyboard, and no matter how you use these new iPad Pros, they are always right side up. Now, with support for Face ID, you might have noticed there's no longer a home button. Well, no home button means that all those familiar gestures from the iPhone X now come to the iPad. So, for instance, you can swipe down from the upper right-hand corner to get to Control Center. You access the dock by swiping up from the bottom. If you continue swiping up and pause, you get to the app switcher. And you can even swipe along the bottom edge to quickly switch between your most recently used apps. You can work with two apps at once using split view. You just drag an app up from the dock to the side, and then you can easily drag and drop between them. And slide over gets you a quick view to another app, like when you need to quickly respond to a message. There's always plenty of room to get what you need done. This new iPad experience is all about making the most of these large displays, with space for creativity and to work with multiple apps at once. And all that is possible because of what we put under the hood. Because these new iPad Pros are powered by the all-new A12X Bionic.
Of course,
and
they're
this thing
powered
is a
by
monster.
Bionic chip. What's in your new phone?
Just like the A12 in our latest phones, it's built on our latest 7-nanometer technology. No other tablet, laptop, or even desktop has been able to make this leap forward. And it offers a huge jump in both performance and energy efficiency. But since this is an X chip, it means we went bigger than the A12, much bigger. In fact, this new A12X has more than 10 billion transistors. But what's more incredible is what we've been able to do with all of it.
Nerd for it can
The
handle more
A12X
stuff.
features an 8-core CPU with 4 performance cores and 4 high-efficiency cores. And with our latest generation performance controller, multi-threaded workloads can now leverage all 8 of those cores simultaneously. The results of all this are pretty amazing. Single-core performance is up by 35% compared to last year's already really fast iPad Pros. And with the increase in core count and gains in efficiency, multi-core workloads are now up to 90% faster. This is a huge step forward. And here's another way to think about it. These iPad Pros are faster than 92% of all the portable PCs sold in the last 12 months, including the most popular Core i7 models from the top manufacturers. Now, of course, our X chips have also always been about big graphics, and these new iPad Pros do not disappoint. The A12X Bionic has an all-new, Apple-designed 7-core GPU that delivers 2 times the performance of the previous generation. And this is great. Compared to our first generation iPad, the graphics in these new iPad Pros is now 1,000 times faster. That is nuts.
Makes sense. I mean, progressive like technology.
To put it another way, the iPad Pro delivers Xbox One S class graphics performance in a product that's 94% smaller, and there's no AC cord required. In fact, like all of our iPads, it delivers
Damn,
amazing
Microsoft, they just
all-day
put
battery
you
life.
on notice.
But of
They
course, we
said
didn't stop with
notice.
just incredible CPU
Come on,
graphics.
blast,
On board the A12X,
real
and coming for the first time to an iPad, we have our latest generation of the Neural Engine. And just like in the A12, the Neural Engine is capable of delivering an unbelievable 5 trillion operations per second, which is all in service of delivering incredible performance in core ML tasks. So with that, these new iPad Pros aren't just faster than your last computer, they're also smarter and more capable. So apps can do some amazing things like Photos, which uses machine learning to classify and organize your photos so you can always find what you're looking for. And it also stitches together all those photos and videos to create those amazing memories. But other apps can take advantage of this as well, like Pixelmator Photo, which uses a neural network derived from over 20 million image pairs to determine how to intelligently enhance your photos, just like a pro photographer would. And our chip team has done so much more with A12X. Dedicated hardware blocks deliver high performance and high efficiency in everyday tasks, like capturing images and shooting video. There is simply nothing like this in other traditional PC chipsets. And this year, we have a new fast storage controller on the A12X, which enables up to 1 terabyte in storage capacity.
The fuck? On an iPad? Wow.
We think this is really going to help to free up those Creative Pro workflows. And that new fast storage controller also enables something else that's really big, because a high-performance computer deserves a high-performance connector. And so in these new iPad Pros, we're moving to USB-C.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, that's dope. The fact that Apple said no more Lightning port, universal USB-C, that means you get all the cheap hard drives, all the
or even docks.
That's gonna be dope.
Or connecting to high-resolution external displays up to 5K. And with USB-C, you can connect to these data accessories and displays at the same time. We think our Pro customers are really going to love this. And also, for the first time on these iPad Pros, we now support charging out over USB-C, so you can even charge your iPhone when you're on the go.
What? That is beautiful.
Now, one of the most important and game-changing accessories for the iPad Pro has been
played
the
around
Apple
with
Pencil.
it.
With its
That's
lowest
the problem
latency,
with the old
sub-pixel
ones. You gotta
precision,
buy like a
force and
third-party
tilt
pencil.
sensing,
Can't
the
use
Apple
the actual
Pencil is
Apple
absolutely
Pencil.
the tool to reach for, whether you're retouching a photo, jotting down notes, or sketching. And with these new iPad Pros, the second generation pencil has been completely redesigned. The new Apple Pencil attaches magnetically to the iPad Pro. It automatically pairs and starts charging wirelessly.
Whoa, it charges wirelessly too? Oh, yo, that's sick.
And because it's always charging, it's always ready to go the moment you need it. Tapping the screen with the Apple Pencil will wake the iPad Pro and launch instantly into the Notes app. And this year, there's a whole new way of interacting with the Apple Pencil. Just tap twice on it to switch modes. In Notes, you can switch between your current tool and the eraser. And in other apps, this behavior will be customizable, which puts even more control into our users' hands. Also this year, we have a new Smart Keyboard Folio. It continues to deliver a great typing experience in a thin and light design with no pairing, charging, or batteries required. And it's even simpler to use. It magnetically attaches to the iPad Pro, and it protects both the front and the back. It has a screen angle that is great in your lap, and another that's great at your desk. We think this is what makes iPad so unique. No other device can easily adapt to your needs the way that iPad can. On its own, iPad is the most personal and powerful tool for all the things that you do most. But by adding just the right accessory, it totally transforms the experience. Add the Apple Pencil, it becomes your sketchbook. Add the Smart Keyboard, it becomes your mobile office. Or add an external monitor, and you have an editing bay. No other device offers this level of flexibility. And not only is iPad
I know why
amazing
Adobe
for all the
came
things
out
you do
with Rush.
today,
I
but
think
also
they knew what
the perfect
Apple
tool
was
for
coming out
creating
with.
totally
and
new
it's like,
experiences,
okay, we might need
like
to go
augmented
ahead
reality.
And make
With its
an
large
app
display and a
that
thin and
works
light
on the
design, iPad is the
because
best
what
device
Apple is
ever
doing
created
right
for
now
AR.
is crazy. But then again, like Luma Fusion Raw then beat them to the punch, but still, Adobe
And
wants
we've
some of that
optimized
action.
these iPad Pros to make AR even better. We've calibrated the cameras and sensors and all of these components in A12X to deliver realistic graphics, real-time lighting and object tracking, and incredible texturing and reflections. And with ARKit 2, we give apps enhanced surface detection and persistent experiences. And all of this comes together to completely transform how you can interact with the world around you. These new iPad Pros are packed with our most advanced technology. There's the new all-screen design with Liquid Retina display, advanced Face ID, the A12X Bionic chip delivering incredible pro-level performance, 4-speaker audio, and this time with woofer and tweeter pairs in each corner. They sound amazing and they offer wide stereo output. Gigabit class LTE and eSIM technology in our cellular models for great connectivity wherever you go. And so many more features that make this our very best iPad.
4K 60.
And we now have brand new designs for the Apple Pencil, the Smart Keyboard Folio, and USB-C, which offers high-performance connectivity to a wide variety of accessories. But that said, the new iPad Pro really comes to life through the incredible apps that have been designed for it. And to tell you more about that, I'd like to invite Sean Pruden, Senior Director, Worldwide Developer Relations, to the stage. Sean?
I thought they were going to be done by now. It's 11 o'clock. They're still going.
Our developers are amazing. Today there are over 1 million apps specifically designed to transform your iPad into anything you need with just a tap. And with the new iPad Pros, apps you already know and love are going to look better and perform even faster than before. Like Procreate for sketching and illustration, capturing notes with Notability,
Notability is
or
such a
using
good
Morpholio
app.
Trace for architectural
I
drawings.
use that on my iPad.
But with the performance and
the little
capabilities
pen
of the
that I
all-new
got.
iPad Pros, our developers are going to be able to create experiences that were not possible before. For the first time, Autodesk will be bringing the desktop engine of AutoCAD to the iPad.
Oh, wow.
This will allow customers to view and edit files that contain hundreds of thousands of objects like you see here, with performance as fast as the fastest PCs. And this is Assassin's Creed Rebellion from Ubisoft, a fan favorite on the console coming to the iPad for the first time. Not only does the new iPad unlock stunning visual effects like ambient fog and sunlight streaming through these windows, but it also delivers on the next level of texture and detail on everything you see. And it's running at an unbelievable 120 frames per second, something no console can deliver.
On blast, once again.
Yeah!
DJ Pro is used by millions of DJs around the world, and Algorithm's been able to harness the power of the A12X Bionic to deliver up to 5 times as many video clips that you can mix simultaneously. And using Core ML, dozens of audio samples can be key and beat matched in real time to deliver
that's
performances that are perfectly in tune and on rhythm, unprecedented on a mobile device.
So what y'all saying is y'all really trying to get it to the point where it's like, hey,
As you
you're a
can see,
DJ.
iPad Pro delivers the power and versatility our customers demand wherever they are.
You don't
Now,
need
I'd like to
anything.
introduce you to 2 developers to show you
Of
what's
course,
possible on these
there's
new
different
devices.
types of DJs out
First,
there.
let's
Some
talk
people
about
are
gaming.
traditionalists on turntables, like
On
my
the
DJ
large
bro
120
that
hertz
lives in VA.
display with pro
He's gonna
performance
use
and voice
turntables
speaker audio,
till the day he dies,
iPad
so
Pro is the
it is
ultimate
what it
gaming
is.
platform you can take anywhere. And here to show you what they've been able to accomplish is Greg Thomas, Executive Vice President at 2K Games.
For more than 20 years, NBA 2K has set the standard for realistic gameplay and attention to detail. Each year, fans have been delighted to be able to experience the NBA on their consoles. And now, with this incredible new iPad, 2K and Visual Concepts have brought that same console realism to iOS. Everything we're going to show you today has never been possible on a mobile device before. Choose your favorite team and players. Many of you may recognize Barclays Center. We've recreated it exactly so that your Brooklyn Nets feel right at home today. But I see my buddy Mike here has chosen the world champion Golden State Warriors.
Yes.
But if you want to play as Steph Curry, you can play as Steph Curry. Watch the player with the blue circle at his feet as the rest of the team moves across the court. Using seamless motion matching and inverse kinematics, we're able to create an unlimited number of animations, all at 60 frames per second. Okay, let's take a step back and look at this beautiful arena. Even the sidelines and the thousands of fans are individually rendered in high resolution. This new iPad is simply amazing, and it provides an experience that rivals consoles for the very first time. Okay, let's take a look at a player. How about D'Angelo Russell? We meticulously recreate every single
Sweat.
NBA player using high-end shaders to get
And
all of the
different
details
levels
to
of
pop.
sweat too. It's not
Just
just
look
like
at his hair, the accurate tattoos, the beads of sweat on his skin.
yeah.
We've even rendered his jersey down to the pinholes. Okay, let's get back to the game and see how the Warriors are doing. Oh, nice move.
Oh. Steph Curry,
This is
everybody.
stunning. And now we're able to add visual post effects such as anti-aliasing, HDR bloom, and depth of field. In fact, we are rendering nearly 6 million pixels at full retina resolution with no upscaling. Okay, we've got a little bit of time left in this game. Mike, why don't you show us what you got? Oh, time running out. Steph Curry. Buzzer beater. Game winner.
Ooh.
Nice shot.
Dope.
NBA 2K Mobile. We'll see you on the court.
Alright, I remember years ago Nintendo said their #1 competitor that they was worried about was not
Thanks, Greg.
Xbox, was
That's
not
just a
Sony.
glimpse of the amazing
Apple.
performance of
It
the
was
all-new
Apple.
iPad. As you can see, developers
Apple
will
is
be taking their
proving right
games to the
now
next level.
they
Now
are
let's turn to
slowly
creativity.
edging more and more
We've worked
into
closely
gaming
with our friends at
industry.
Adobe for over
And
30
it's
years,
like,
creating tools that have
Yeah,
sparked
Nintendo
entire new
had it,
industries.
right?
Yeah.
And today we're delighted to have them here to show you the future of creativity. Please welcome Adobe's VP of Design, Jamie Myrold.
Nintendo had it right.
Thanks, Sean. I am so excited to be here today. So at Adobe, the future of creativity
Y'all gonna show
extends
Rush?
beyond the desktop. Creative professionals want the ability to create with power and ease whenever and wherever
Wherever,
inspiration strikes.
I use my phone a
A
lot.
few weeks ago at Adobe Max, we revealed
recently got
Photoshop on the
LumaFusion.
iPad. And we also previewed Project Aero, our new augmented reality design tool. And today, we are super excited to show both of these taking full advantage of the breakthrough performance of the amazing new iPad Pro. To show you, I've asked Chantel to join me. Chantel?
Thank you, Jamie. Let me show you the real Photoshop on iPad. Photoshop means having the familiar tools you need right where you expect them, here in the toolbar. Photoshop means having the full power of your layer stack and your adjustments. Now, I want to make this flower in the middle really stand out. So let's add an adjustment layer, and we can find a hue that really looks nice. Okay, right about there. And now let's use the brush tool. And I can come in here and color back on that mask and just reveal the white petals below. And I'm doing this with the Apple Pencil. It feels so smooth and intuitive. It's great to be right here with the canvas. Okay, let's drop a blend mode on there. And there we go. Now, this is Photoshop reimagined for touch. So we have instituted many ways to have contextual UI. So I can use this touch modifier under my thumb to switch between doing things I do all the time. So duplicate and move. Now that flower looks nicely framed by those pops of yellow, and we're ready to go. Okay. So let's zoom out, and you can see this full bouquet. It's made up of 135 individual flower images, and you'll see that there's this really intricate mask applied to the whole layer stack. So that means that when I want to make adjustments, I can just dial it up, dial it down, and dial right into the saturation level that I want to see. Great. Okay, let's zoom all the way out, and you can see the sheer scale of this piece. It is a real PSD, the same I would work with on the desktop. It's over 3 gigs. It's 157 layers, 12,000 by 12,000 pixels, and I'm zooming through it at lightning speed, no lag. And that is thanks to working on this new iPad Pro with 8 cores of pure power. So, at Adobe, we know that you creative pros need to dive down deep into the pixel level of precision, but then just as easily get right back out and see the full picture. So, we've instituted a shortcut on the Apple Pencil. Just double tap, get right back out. Double tap, get right back in.
Nice. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Photoshop on iPad, just like you've always wanted.
8-core iPad versus 8-core desktop. Pricing.
Now let's talk
have to
about
wait to
how
see
you
what
can
they're gonna
experience
price it.
your Photoshop files in a whole new way. This piece is 9 feet by 9 feet when printed at scale. And here on the screen, it already has the power to awe and inspire. But what if you wanted to step into that redwood forest? Well, with Project Aero, now you can. So let's take a look at that same PSD here in Aero, and it now has space between those layers. And because this is augmented reality, I can do things like bring in some interactive elements like these butterflies, and I can set them to animate when I start the experience. And now I can use my iPad to become the cinematographer of this moment.
That's kind of cool.
So now with Photoshop, Project Aero, and iPad, creatives can express themselves in a whole new medium with the tools they already know and love. Back to you, Jamie.
Now I'm seeing
Thanks, Chantal.
oh,
So
this is
that
the way they're
was
gonna start
truly
doing film.
amazing. And that file created by
People have
Isabel
already
LeMay
been-
was just
look,
gorgeous.
I still haven't watched
So
the
to
movie
recap,
yet.
what you just saw,
Phone.
this was the real Photoshop.
You can shoot a whole
By this I
full
mean the actual
feature off
Photoshop
of a
engine
phone.
running on iPad Pro,
mean,
fully reimagined for the simplicity of touch and
technology
the precision
just
of Apple
made
Pencil.
it more accessible.
Soon, creative professionals are going to have the ability to create and edit high-fidelity Photoshop files on the iPad Pro. We also showed you Project Aero, which is our new augmented reality design tool. And this tool will give designers the
I like
ability
how
to
she's
use
wearing,
their skills in
red and black.
Photoshop to create next generation
Get it?
immersive
Adobe
content.
colors.
Look for both of these in the App Store in 2019. Thank you so much.
next
Back to
year.
you, Sean.
But Rush is already out.
Wow, that was incredible. Thank you, Jamie and Chantel. On iPad Pro, these tools are powerful enough for professionals, but easy enough for anyone to use. And that's why we're so excited to be partnering with Adobe on these and other next generation apps for creative pros. This is what we mean when we talk about the iPad being a magical piece of glass that can be anything you need it to be. And with the next generation of apps from our developers, it's going to completely change how you get things done in ways you never imagined. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Sean. Those are some incredible apps. It's amazing how much performance we packed into these iPads. We are so excited about the all-new iPad Pro that we made a video. I'd love to run it for you now.
I'm already hearing rumors that they said that we might actually get, not see it, but get like specs and stuff within next year around E3. So we'll see. We'll see.
This is the new iPad Pro.
I'm
It's unlike
impressed.
any iPad or anything we've
Like
made before.
normally,
because
I'm like, oh,
everything has
iPad,
changed.
I have one.
Starting with the
I
screen,
mean,
as
I
in
do
all
use it
screen,
for
that goes
other
edge
stuff.
to
Like
edge
right
on an
now, like
impossibly
I use
thin
it.
profile.
I
No,
got
thinner.
Filmic
No,
Studio
thinner than
and
that.
Filmic
Yeah, that thin.
Remote.
So
I
it's
use
not
it as
impossible.
my monitor
It just
for my
required fitting a
phone
larger
when I'm
display into
shooting.
a smaller form, tuning
Believe it or
individual
not.
pixels
So
to create
I do
perfectly
use
rounded
it in
corners,
professional
re-engineering
level.
the TrueDepth camera system, making the speakers
Right.
smaller but louder,
I mostly
adding
edit off
microphones,
my
shrinking
phone, not off
LEDs,
my
pushing
iPad
it all
because
to
of
the
space.
very edge so it
So
fits within that narrow border, with everything still weighing about a pound. So when you
This
hold
is
it,
gonna
the
change
technology
some things,
seems
but
to
like I
recede,
said,
and you're left feeling like you're
pricing.
essentially holding light. That's because the Liquid Retina display is our most advanced and responsive display ever. There's no more home button because it is Face ID, the most secure and seamless way to unlock your iPad. It's been redesigned to work in any direction, so there's no wrong way to unlock it or use it. It also is the most powerful and smartest chip we've ever made even smarter by the Apple Neural Engine, now on iPad for the very first time. It's powerful enough for Photoshop. Yeah, real Photoshop. And because of the chip, everything you do, like surfing the web, messaging at the same time, dragging and dropping, is faster than ever. And faster than 92% of portable PCs. But that's not all. We didn't just think about the iPad or the accessories, but how they all connect. That's why there are 102 magnets, all precisely aligned to create a perfect system.
Yeah, so you can put that pen.
So you can do this and charge your pencil at the same time. Drawing or writing will feel as natural as, well, a pencil. Only better, because its cylindrical touch sensor gives you more control, like switching tools with a double tap. There's also a new keyboard that snaps into place like this, and this. which is perfect for group FaceTime. And with USB-C, this now connects to that, and that. This makes things easy, even if what you do is complex.
Wait, is there? I haven't been keeping.
iPad Pro is more versatile, more portable, more
certain,
capable.
DJ technology.
It's
but
like a computer,
a lot
but
of the
unlike
decks they only
any
use
computer.
USB,
This
so I
is
gotta
the
look
new
to see
iPad
what
Pro.
DJ decks controllers actually use USB-C.
The new iPad Pro. It's such a huge leap forward for iPad and for computers. Now, of course, like all of our products, every iPad Pro is made in ways that are good for both our customers and for the environment. And in fact, the excess aluminum that was created in the process of making these iPad Pro enclosures is recycled back into the material that's used in the MacBook Air and the Mac Mini. The 11-inch iPad Pro is offered in these 4 storage options, and it starts at $799.
Right? No, $799, 64 gig.
And there is
you
nothing
want that
else
1
out there
terabyte,
that comes
I bet
close
you
to
it's
this
about
combination of
1,500.
performance and portability. The 12.9-inch iPad Pro is offered in these same storage options, and it starts at $999.
See me, I don't need a 12-inch. I know some people are like, no, that 12
And of
inch
course,
is great.
both models are available in LTE configurations as well. Customers can start placing orders today, and they're going to be showing up
November
next
7th?
week on the 7th.
Yeah. Y'all trying to get that Christmas bank.
Now, in addition to the new Pro, the current 10.5-inch Pro will continue to be available alongside the 6th Gen iPad and iPad Mini 4.
Oh, that's
This
not bad.
is the new iPad Pro, and we could not be more excited about it. Now back to Tim.
Mr. Cook.
These are the most exciting iPads we have ever created. This doesn't just change the way we think about iPad. It changes the way we think about computers. Now, before we close out,
No,
I
Mac
have
Pro.
one quick update.
Oh, wait.
iOS 12
Oh.
is off to an unbelievable start. It's been installed on
iOS
more
12.
systems in the
Oh,
first
right.
month
Oh, come on,
than
Mac
any
Pro,
version
bro.
in history.
Mac Pro,
This
bro.
is incredible. And it's remaining on a tear. In fact, an amazing 60% of all iOS devices out there are already running iOS 12. This is just unheard of. And today, we're shipping 12.1. This update includes group FaceTime with up to 32 of your friends simultaneously, as well as some other great new features, including dual SIM support for iPhone XS and iPhone XR with eSIM. There's also over 70 great new emojis where you can express yourself any way you would like. This is the best iOS version ever. Check it out. Now, what a huge morning. The all-new MacBook Air, thinner and lighter, now with Touch ID in this beautiful Retina display. And our most loved Mac is now our greenest Mac. And the new Mac Mini, it's the mightiest and most versatile Mac Mini ever. And our Today at Apple sessions in our retail stores, designed to help our customers take their creativity even further. And the incredible new iPad Pro, with this beautiful all-screen design, chock full of advanced features, and the A12X Bionic, the most powerful chip we have ever created. You're going to be amazed by what you can do with this product. Now, at Apple, we love how people use our products to create truly wonderful things and put them out into the world. This has been our mission from the very beginning. We've always believed deeply in the power of creativity to change things, to push the human race forward. And it's such a great honor for us to be a part of what people create every day all around the world. Now, what better way to celebrate that creativity than with an amazing musical performance? I'd like to introduce an artist that used her unique talents to make brilliant and evocative music that defies genre. The Apple Music team is proud to have worked with her from the earliest days of her career. And she's gone on to sell over 15 million albums around the world. But most importantly, the creativity and emotional honesty of her work is undeniable. She is one of our favorites. So please join me in welcoming this New York native, the wonderfully talented Lana Del Rey.
Ooh, I like Lana Del Rey. I have all her remixes.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. Thanks to Tim for asking us to come down and sing a couple of songs for you. I'm lucky enough to have Jack Antonoff with me playing on the piano. And I just wanted to say we're really honored to be playing for Apple. It's a company that's done so much to change the way that we consume music, but also for people like me and Jack, the way that we make music and record, whether it's at home and in the studio. So with that, they told us not to swear. So for that reason, I can't tell you the name of the upcoming record that me and Jack made.
Yeah.
But the first song that we're going to do from it is the last song we recorded for it, and it's called How to Disappear. John met me down at the boulevard. I cried on his shoulder 'cause life is hard. The waves coming over my head.
Okay.
What you been up to, my baby? I haven't seen you around.
Not bad. It needed an update. I'm not that interested in the air because, especially from the DJ standpoint, I'm just worried I'm gonna break the damn thing. But that Mac being mini, that Mac being mini, yeah. I need to get that. That is a winner. I'm still worried about graphic specs, but they're saying people can edit off of it. So I'm curious because it starts with the i3, and they say the bigger version with the 6 cores, the i7. So of course, I want the i7 because I got i7 on this, and this 2011 has been strong. So that's gonna be dope. Unless I can find a used 2012 from one of you that's gonna get rid of it because y'all gonna update to me. That iPad is putting a lot of people on blast. Holy shit. That is craziness. And it can shoot 4K 60. My phone only can do 4K 30.
I have to laugh though. Because as bad as I might as bad as some people might want to jump on Nintendo, it's almost like, but dang, they said the right no. Our competitors, them.
Yeah.
And at first you're like, what are you talking about? But now you're like, I get it.
Yeah, I do get it. When they said that comment years ago, I was like, what are you talking about, Nintendo? Your main competitor is Apple?
Apple?
No, man. Now I get it. Apple has been trying slowly to put the gaming scene on notice. And that new iPad basically said, hey, you own a console? You might want to own an iPad because we're going to give you, and notice what they said, we're going to give you 120 frames per second constant on a lot of games. Most games will give you 60. But what I was paying attention to that 2K demo, okay, it was 60 frames per second, but it was 60 frames per second, everything high res. Not like, okay, just the player's high res and the background is like low. Because, you know, that's what some people do to compensate. Oh, the background render, we don't need to pay attention to that detail. Let's lower that down. Let's keep everything else in high res. No. Everything was in high res. So I was like, yo.
But this is the moment when I go to get to say, you know, Nintendo, you made the right comment. But I wonder how y'all gonna actually measure up to that.
Indeed.
See, I can see Sony and Microsoft trying to measure up to that. Let me see how Nintendo's gonna measure up to that.
Indeed.
Again, in the name of swearing, I won't say the title of the second track. I'll call it Venice for now, and it's it's a song we released a couple weeks ago. So. Fear of fun, I feel love, fresh out of cares forever. I'm trying to be stronger for you.
Watch, I'm probably going to get a YouTube strike because of Lana Del Rey. I don't even care at this point. Like, that's why I haven't been really on as much lately, because this new YouTube algorithm has been ruining what I've been trying to do for a channel. It's crazy. I hate it. I really hate it. YouTube, you need to fix this algorithm because it's ruining things for content creators right now. Come on, man. Program.
Nothing gold can stay. You're right, I tour, we make it work. You're beautiful and I'm insane, but we're American made. Give me Hallmark, one dream, one life, one lover. Paint me happy in blue. Norman Rockwell, no hype under our covers. It's just me and you. But oh God, I miss you on my lips. It's me, a little Venice chick, on the stoop with the neighborhood kids, calling out bang bang kiss kiss. You're in the yard, I light the fire, and as the summer fades away, nothing gold can stay. You're right, I tour, we make it work. You're beautiful and I'm insane, but we're American made. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Oh God, I miss you on my lips. Baby, it's me, a little Venice chick. I'm on the streets with the neighborhood kids, calling out bang bang kiss kiss. Calling out bang bang kiss kiss. I'm calling out bang bang kiss kiss. Thank you very much.
I could always think of a way to remix that. It's gonna be hot. Oh, that's the Apple event.
I'm always so nervous.
No, I'm the one that's nervous. You're great.
That's the cook.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go there.
Lana
whatchamacallit before work so I can print some stuff for the students.
I'd like to thank everyone for joining us today in New
Mac
York
Pro.
and to everyone that's been watching
Work on it.
online. And I'd like to thank everyone at Apple who made today possible and makes every day possible. It couldn't be done without you. We've got a hands-on area with these amazing products just down the road at One Hanson Place. We'll have people escort you over there. I encourage you to go try them out for yourselves. They are amazing. Thanks again. I may see you in your neighborhood. See?
I wonder if the website's going to be updated with specs. Probably not right away, but I'm going to check real quick. Alright. Let's go to the Apple Store. Oh, let's go to the Apple Store. What? Let's go to the Apple Store. What? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go to the Apple Store. Alright, so they have updated the website. Alright. Of course, I'm interested in the Mini. I'm going to learn more.
Yeah.
So, tech specs. Tech specs. Okay, that was it. So, stopping that. Thank you, VLC. Yeah, see, I knew it was going to be like 1,000 or something. But, I don't care about that. What I care about is... Alright, so there's your memory configurations, which you can update. All of those are SSD. Yeah, it's Intel graphics. So, the Mac Mini, even though they say you can edit off of it, it's built-in Intel UHD graphics. But you can connect 2 displays and all of this stuff and all that. I'm still kind of, like, even for the 4-core version with the i3, I still kind of want one. But I would prefer the i7. No, wait. The 6-core at 10,000 is i5, but you can configure it to a 6-core i7. The i5 might be the good balance between the two, but I'm not going to lie. I like that i7. But, okay. So now, let's check the specs. Let's go back. Let's check the specs on that iPad real quick. Alright, back up. I'm going to do the Mac Air too. Don't worry. I'm not hating on it. I'm just like pricing. Alright, learn more. Alright. So tech specs on this iPad. 64, 256, 1 TB. So what I'm mainly curious about, because they showed me the 4K, it probably have some of the stuff that the new iPhones have with the portrait modes and stuff. Yep, Smart HDR, photo geotagging, HEIF, and JPEG. Okay, that's dope. Autofocus with focus pixel, live photos with stabilization, hybrid AR. So yep. Oh, come on. Y'all could. Alright, so 4K at 30 and 60, which is dope. I was hoping you can get 1080 to up to 120, but it doesn't. It only does, well, slow-mo video support for 1080p at 120 frames per second and 720 at 240, but that's using their app. I wonder if you use something like what I've been using lately, can you trigger the 120 out of the regular video recording? Because it says video recording at 30 or 60. But if you use the actual slow-mo feature, it says 120. But I want to be able to be like, hey, I want to take Filmic Pro and be like, hey, I'm going to put 1080 at 120 and shoot some epic cinematic B-roll. Can I do that? I'm going to have to get my hands on one at a later date and test it. So, the good thing about the front face camera, though, is 1080. Also at 30 and 60 frames per second. That's dope. So that is dope. For me, I just want a Wi-Fi version. I'm not paying. Well, could put a. That'll be later. Yeah, they do have a GSM version, so might get that GSM version just so I could put a SIM card in and do that. But well, a lot of people do that.
Do they?
Yeah, a lot of people use that iPad. A lot of people go cross-platform with that iPad and their phone. So I'm going to configure an 11-inch. I'm curious. I want that Space Gray. That Space Gray is dope. That's what I wanted to see. Bro, I was right.
What?
A 1 TB, 1 terabyte Mac Pro is going to cost you $15K. That's the 11-inch. That's not even the 12. So the 12 is probably going to be like $1,700. So let me check. I'm going to check right now. So, come on. Let me buy. So let me get, let's change this. 12. Yep, 17. So the pricing is comparative to a lot of the notebooks and stuff. So, speaking of which, notebooks. I'm going to go ahead and hit that air. But the other thing I wanted to check is comparative pricing with the Air compared to the MacBook. So the Air, both of them are 13-inch. Okay, that's good. So $11.99. The higher version is $13.99. So that's with the new ones, and they still selling the old one for $9.99. So the reason why I was curious about that is they have the MacBook. So what the MacBook's gonna be priced now? So MacBook compared to the new Air. Dude, yeah, that's what I was worried about. Okay, so Air is still cheaper, but you can pay $100 more and get the new MacBook. But I feel like the new technology that they threw into the Air, people would rather buy the Air than the new MacBook. So I see a problem. Well, if you're getting the $15.99 version of the MacBook, then you're straight. But yeah, I feel like the cheaper model of the MacBook, people are not going to get now because people are just going to buy the Air, and plus it's $100 cheaper. I see pricing. So some of a lot of the pricing is competitive, but it's like, dude, you're messing up one of your own products. What's going on here? Is what it is. But so Apple event today is what it is. We got that new Mac Mini. Thank God, new Mac Mini. I was hoping we was gonna get a new Mac Pro. That's okay. I might still scoop up a 2009 or 2010 and buy it used and make it into a dope edit box. But until Apple says, "Hey, here's our new Mac Pro. We finally came out with it." Is what it is. But I am excited for the Mini. But if some of you out there are buying the new Mini, you got a 2012, hit me up. I want that 2012. Hit me up. All right. Till then, this is Tech Romancer. Peace, love, and stay gaming, my friends.